What's up, guys? So, got news on the Charger. The Charger has been up for sale for a little bit. I've been back and forth with a couple buyers. Nobody's real. Everyone's lowballing. Everyone's offering just the same number, really. $7,000. I know the car's worth more than $7,000. Everybody knows the car's worth more than $7,000. It just seems to be the current lowball offer for that car. So I've been going back and forth with this guy. He wanted it for $7,000. I got him up to $8,000. Well, actually, I got him up to $8,500, and then he was going to take the car, and then he ran the VIN, and it turns out there's 3 accidents on the car. I was unaware. However, the accidents on the car are on the car still. They're not fixed. They're not repaired. So it would seem like the old owner would have somebody say rear-end him, and then he, instead of fixing the car, would just collect the insurance money and move on with his day. And the same thing, somebody looks like they hit him in the front and he just left the dent in the front and moved on. So these things are still on the car right now. So I told the guy, look, I'm not willing to budge on the price. He said, look, you can't. I can't do $8,500 with the Carfax like that. So basically, he said, the best he could do is $7,500. And I thought about it and I said, you know what? I was going to change the windshield on the car. I was. And that's about $375 plus tax. So I'm looking at almost $500 right there just for the windshield, right? And I was going to sell the car for $8,000, $8,500 with a windshield. So realistically, $7,500 is the same as selling it for $8,000 with the windshield. So I tell the guy, I'll sell it to you for $75,000, no windshield, no nothing, no questions, cash, we'll do it. So the guy says, all right, listen, I want to buy it, I'll take it, but I want it tonight. So I told him, look, it's 10 p.m. What do you mean you want it tonight? He said, yeah, I want it tonight, and I'm picking up another car right now. I'm busy, so I'm going to come meet you in an hour and a half. So I said, an hour and a half? That's like 11:30, 12 o'clock, midnight, basically. So I thought about it, and anyone would say you shouldn't go do an $8,000 cash deal in a parking lot at night at 1 a.m. all alone. But I'm not everybody. What's gonna happen? What's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm not gonna get the sale. Worst that's gonna happen, they're gonna rob me for what? What are they gonna rob me for? The car? They're gonna take the car? It's a Dodge Charger. If they wanted to steal it, there's so many easier ways than convincing somebody to a parking lot at 1 a.m. If it is something like that, whatever. It is something like that. Who cares? At the end of the day, if you don't search out every single opportunity, if you don't try every water, if you don't actually follow through on things and follow up on every lead and just see, you'll never know. You can't know. You can't say, oh, the car wouldn't have sold. You don't know until you go. So that's what I'm going to do. But here's the catch. He says he wants the car tonight. So I'm going. So this is what we're doing now. We're on our way. We're going to meet this guy. He should be there in about 20 minutes. It is now, time kind of drug on a bit, but at the end of the day, it's now 1 a.m. We're on our way to meet him, and we'll see. I mean, worst case, I wasted some time at 1 a.m. going to meet somebody and show them their car. Best case, I sell the car. Now, anyone would say, again, oh, you're crazy. Why are you doing this? Or this is dangerous. Nothing in life isn't dangerous. Nothing isn't a risk. Nothing isn't. And at the end of the day, I don't see the downside. All I see is the potential up in things. So we're doing this, and we'll check back in. We're almost there. Pulling up at what I guess you could call Scott's lot, but it's really just 2 parking lots that I keep moving the cars between. And we'll see.
A few moments later.
So we showed him the car. We're on our way home now. It is 1:45 in the morning. Was it worth it to go meet this person 1 a.m. to show them the Charger? Yes, they bought the car. Cash. And this is why you follow up with every lead. And this is why you take opportunities. You don't know. Anyone, I know anyone can say they would have done it. Nobody would have. Anyone would have said, I'm not going to go there. This is sketchy. Something's up with this deal. Something's wrong. Or just scared. They're just scared. People are just scared. I went. I sold the car. The car is gone. But we're on our way home now. I have to go back in the morning. He wasn't able to actually take the car because, as it turns out, both headlights are burnt out and I didn't know, because the running lights are LEDs and they surround the headlight. They look like headlights. So I had no idea that the headlights on that car were both burnt out. So I've told him, I gave him my word that I would go in the morning and change the headlights on that car, which apparently is a lot more annoying than you'd imagine. The whole airbox has to come out. But yeah, the sale is contingent on the headlights working in the morning, and that's it. I'm going to do it. He's paid me in cash for the car. He's going to transfer the car. He's a car dealer. He's a wholesaler, so he has a transfer license. So the deal's done. The Charger's sold. We're on our way home now, and we'll check back in the morning, see about the headlight changing, and that's it. This is why you take opportunities. Nothing is a risk. Everything is an opportunity. People look at life wrong. Life isn't about risks. It's about opportunities. Not all opportunities pay off, and some opportunities turn around and bite you in the ass. But if you don't take the opportunities, you don't get anything. Risks come with rewards. See you guys tomorrow morning.